New York Magazine's The Cut recently published an article titled, "A Vibe Shift is Coming," the teaser of which asks, will any of us survive it? What is a vibe shift, you ask? Per the piece, in this culture, sometimes things change and a once dominant social wavelength starts to feel dated. The article mostly explores the observations of a 35-year-old trend spotter, Sean Monahan, as he looks at what's on the horizon, but the tone and tenor of the writing speaks to a deep terror of a vibe shift. It's M. Night Shyamalan's The Vibe Shift. Instead of a beach that makes you old, however, it's reading trend pieces and being afraid of what the youths will think about, say, your New Balances, or your whale tail, or your long male bangs. Personally, I think it's silly to be afraid of culture changing or getting stuck in the past. The ocean levels are rising, for God's sake. Then again, I'm getting older myself, more out of touch, a little long in the tooth. Every week my teeth are longer and longer. I should probably see a dentist, but is that a vibe? If an impending vibe shift is going to shake American culture to its core, well, then we might as well face it head on. Joining me now to discuss the vibe, welcome back Ike Barinholtz. And please welcome his co-star on The After Party, out now on Apple TV+, Sam Richardson. Woo! And from Freeform Single Drunk Female, Madison Shepard. Woo! So, I have a question. Is this an article of, is this a think piece about a vibe shift, or is this a think piece of coming to terms with being in your late 30s? Thoughts?
I'm in my late 20s, so I don't quite, I might be wrong audience for this whole thing. Sorry, my hairpiece just came a little loose here in the back. Gotta pop that in.
A couple pins in there.
Yeah,
Looks good.
What do you think, Madison?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I was looking at his hairpiece. I literally was like, really? Wow, really good lace front. Okay. 360, my God, for a backyard show? Ooh, we love.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, but what was the question?
The question is, so basically the piece says that there was a hipster indie music vibe, there was a post-internet techno revival vibe, and then there was a hype beast woke vibe, and we're on the verge of a new vibe. Do you believe that that's true, or do you believe this reporter is turning 36?
Yeah. Listen, being born in 1986 is such a burden. You know, like, it is really difficult. I think there's always a shift in the vibes, I guess. You know, I do follow astrology, a lot of Scorpio on my chart, you may have guessed. But yeah, I mean, of course it's changing. And this person's getting old.
Sam, are you ready for a vibe shift?
Yeah, man. I'm all about vibe shifts. Like, truly, I think the article is like really about like realizing that if you recognize a vibe shift, you're too old. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, like young people. Mm-hmm. They just flow through it. You know what I mean? They're like
too busy vibing.
They're too busy freaking vibing, baby.
One thing I found out from the article is it's no longer the vibe to buy sneakers. I didn't know that. I found that out from the piece.
It's all penny loafers now.
I'm going flip-flops, baby.
How old do you think we have to be before we don't care about the vibe at all? Is it this age?
No. And I think that's the thing too, right? Because like middle age is about chasing the vibe. Like midlife crises are about vibe chasing.
Yeah.
You know?
The movie City Slickers is about vibes.
They're chasing and each one of them chasing their own vibe.
Different vibes.
Totally different vibes.
Bruno Kirby.
It was a real although in a way they were all seeking out a kind of cowboy vibe. A cowboy aesthetic.
Yes, but they were all looking for a vibe change in their life. Like Daniel Stern, he's having an affair with this young woman who works at his store. Billy Crystal's lost his smile. And Bruno Kirby had a problem. Yeah. But yeah, so they were working on their vibes by all finding a common vibe, being cowboys.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is this movie? I need a Cliff Notes. I was really watching Clueless at the moment. I have no idea what any of you are referring to.
So it's a great question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
City Slickers is a film starring Billy Crystal and wonderful other people as well. And they're city slickers. They're from the big city.
They're from New York City.
New York City.
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple. And they go on a vacation to a dude ranch. But due to a series of snafus, they become responsible for a great deal of cattle.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what they said.
This will clear it up for you. Jack Palance was in it.
Who is Jack Palance?
And here's one other thing you have to understand. This was in the 1990s. And so
I was but an embryo,
this
so
film
of course I don't remember.
made $180 million. This was one of the biggest movies of the year.
Huge.
Today, it would not come up on your algorithm until page 7 on Paramount Plus. Back then, it was on the cover of magazines.
Wow.
It was the next big thing, and we couldn't stop talking about it. Billy Crystal's going to the country with Jack Palance. It fucking ruled. Jack Palance coming off a star turn in Batman, where everyone fell in love with Jack Palance again. He did push-ups.
He won the Oscar.
And won the Oscar.
He won the Oscar, and a 74-year-old man did one-arm push-ups on stage. Is this sounding cooler?
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a segment about not getting old and keeping up.
Yeah. Remember City Slickers?
A detailed exploration of City Slickers. Here are some of the vibes that we are told are on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely tight jeans. Are we in or out?
I'm out on those. They're not. They don't do my body well. Chicken legs,
You're not doing leg
muffin
day?
top.
You're not doing leg day?
You're
too vain?
It's genetic. It's genetic. I don't know.
You genetically
it's fucking
don't
genetic, man. Give me a break.
You genetically don't do leg day?
As long as the tight jeans revolution includes jeggings, I will feel included.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Like,
I think
yeah.
that. I think that's good.
Yeah,
I think we should
a
do
loose
that.
fabric.
The return of indie sleaze. You know what that means?
I like mass market sleeves.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what?
Pop
As
sleeves.
somebody who was in their 20s in the early aughts,
Oh, God.
truly, I went to see shows at the Smell. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I've
don't.
seen some things. Really looking forward to it, frankly.
American Apparel. Seems hard to come
Wait,
back.
is he still
I mean-
is he still assaulting women who are children? I mean, what's going on? Are we just letting him sell clothes again?
Well, I think that's up to the vibe, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, the
Wow.
vibe dictates that.
And they said the youth was woke.
the vibe.
All hail the vibe.
Where
as
else
they
am I going to
say.
get light turquoise underwear that are too tight?
Exactly.
God damn it.
And a sweatshirt.
All right, everywhere.
Oh, that's right.
New vibe to come. Everyone looking a little bit wet.
I've got hyperhidrosis, so that's already my vibe.
I think that's cool.
You know, I make it work.
I make my genetic deficiencies fit the vibe.
That's cool. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not sweat, that's style.
Is athlete's foot in the vibe? Where are we at with that?
It's a vibe you can smell.
Oh, man. The vibe is hydrocortisone. Podcast being the new blogs? I mean, that seems like
Yeah,
it's happening.
probably.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah,
aren't
for
listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
Except for this one, for
This
sure.
one-
For sure they're listening.
I'll be damned if I allow someone to call the next vibe shift like some kind of retro hipster Babe Ruth just because they had a Substack that used to cost $600 a year, as is the case with that person.
Mhm.
That's also in the article, which we're spending a good deal of time on. Fortunately for us, we've assembled a think tank of the people I already had on stage to discuss what we personally think the vibe shift will look like. All right? We have some options. We can just go in order. My prediction is formal baseball caps that you can wear at dinner.
Yeah. No, that I like because sometimes my hair looks bad and I would
When
rather.
does it look bad? Because that's incredible.
Well,
It depends if my doctor is out of town or not and I can get in. But I would like a fancy baseball cap. I would fuck with that.
Yeah, put a couple like jewels on it.
Yeah.
Little bow tie.
A bow tie, little bow tie on top of it, and it can spin around if you're fancy.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, check. That one is good.
Johnny Rockets.
Yes.
I feel like it's time. Maybe
Yes.
it comes back and
Has
it's
to come
cool.
back.
It's retro. It's
Yeah.
indie sleeves.
It's like 2 retros ago because it was like in the 80s they did the 50s.
Yeah.
Now in the 2020s we're doing the 80s. Let's go all the way back.
Happy Days is coming back, everybody. Everyone likes Happy Days, right?
Oh yeah.
All the kids are on TikTok talking about Donnie Most. He played Ralph from Elf.
Is TV Land still around? Is TV Land still exist? Okay, what's like on TV Land now? Because it would like when TV Land first came
iCarly.
out. iCarly, exactly.
Is Everybody Loves Raymond to kids today what
I Love
Bewitched
Lucy
was?
was to us,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
no.
fuck.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna catch the vibe.
Come on, that's not the vibe. That's
not the vibe. That's not the vibe. No,
I'm a young man. I'm a young man.
These are all teen shows.
Madison, you have any vibes you think are coming up next?
Definitely clickbaity articles. I think it's going to be like even more coming
Even more.
back, like in an Upworthy type of way.
Okay, I think that'd be great. I saw a headline today that read as follows. Victoria's Secret has a model with Down syndrome, finally.
It's true.
And I will think about that finally for the rest of my life. As long as I live, that finally is seared into my mind. What's it doing there? What's its claim? What?
I also think that like chain emails might be coming back.
That's
you know?
interesting.
Like you got to forward it to like 5 of your besties
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a retweet.
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
more
into that.
intimate.
Yeah.
Very
Spamming
intimate.
is very personal.
And I like the ones that tell you if you don't do it, you're going to have bad luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A family member will incur harm.
Sam, you have any vibes coming our way?
You know what? Underoos.
Underoos, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like not just and I'm talking about like briefs. Just straight up like briefs. Underoos were cartoons, but now they're going to be like movie stars.
Yeah, for sure.
You
For sure.
know?
Show like
a Jack Palance
The Last
Underoo.
Duel Underrules.
Exactly.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
for
I
sure.
got Lafarges.
Yeah. My
And
Squid
just
Game.
like really loose ones.
Yeah, super loose Squid Game Underoos.
Exactly.
I think that's cool.
It's gonna happen.
Anybody want to throw any more vibes?
Early 19th century workout modes.
That's cool.
Like
That's awesome.
like you know the thing where like you strap on and it just shakes you.
Yes.
And they're like, it shakes away your fat.
Yes, I like medicine balls.
Medicine balls,
Big mustaches.
yes.
Very big barrel chest. Tiny legs.
More singlets.
Yeah,
Singlets is a vibe.
Singlets is a vibe.
a vibe.
Penny farthing bicycles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss mutton chops on there.
For
Yes.
sure. For sure.
I feel like memorizing people's phone numbers might come back. You know,
Wow.
just like
Yeah,
vintage, like just like I remember. You know,
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a
That
flex.
is what a move. What a
Yeah.
flex. No, I got it. You're not gonna write it down. I got it.
No, I know.
You got it.
like a waitress, remembering the whole table's
How
order.
about young
Never.
people having some dang respect?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the vibe shift we really
Yeah.
need these
About
days.
time.
2021 marked the worst year in pedestrian deaths in Los Angeles since Jesus Christ. And the hits keep coming. It's a trend nationally. It will likely continue into this year. This past fall, Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg even declared in a crisis, we cannot and should not accept these fatalities as simply a part of everyday life in America. Here to discuss how to keep pedestrians safe, please welcome the spokesperson for the Light Trucks and SUV Association, as well as the publisher of Big Thick Pickups Quarterly, Gasper Speedman. Give Gasper a round of applause.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
I love the cast. I love it.
You listen to Love It or Leave It?
I listen to Love It or Leave It. I listen to Pod Save America, Tommy Vietor's other one. I listen because I drive 23 hours a day and, getting to know these big, beautiful bastards that I call pickup trucks. And so eventually I cycle through your cast because Joe Rogan only puts out 11 hours of content
That's right.
a week. So
That's right. You hit the end of that.
Once that's out, I got to listen to my boys on the cast.
Yep.
Hey, pundit. How you doing, pundit?
Thanks for out-greeting the dog. But as pedestrian deaths climb and more Americans start questioning a lot of assumptions we've had about how we organize our cities and lives around cars instead of people, one concern is that car companies are making trucks that are bigger and bigger. For example, look at this new vehicle rolling out this year.
Yeah.
Can we see this thing?
Yeah.
Look at this. This is a
Yeah,
photo of an above average sized man.
That's me.
That's it's Gasper Speedman.
Yep.
Standing in front of a GMC vehicle of some type that's supposed to be for everyday use, but looks like a tank. Can't you see?
No. This right here. No. You got it all wrong. Here, can you minimize that photo for me real quick? Thank you. No, see, here's the thing. Gotta slow down a little bit because the thing is, John, these huge ass trucks. That's my takeaway from that photo. Is I just saw a huge ass truck that looks cool as hell. That right there was the 2024 Honda Desecrator.
Oh, I see.
And when you see this massive piece of perfection, John, it looks like a bull had sex with an elephant.
Wow.
But they were both made of steel.
That's cool.
I cried when I first saw it.
Look, obviously a beautiful image you've painted for us.
Thank you.
Of some sort of interspecies metal intercourse.
I think they're the same species.
Bull and elephant?
Same genus, perhaps.
Okay. Maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's like
who knows? No one will ever know.
maybe it's like cabbage and cauliflower, how they're technically one thing.
And then broccoli fits in there somewhere. Who knows? It's crazy.
The thing is, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But also, I was reading in the New York Times recently.
Okay. New York Times. Here we go. New York Times.
I was reading the
Come
New
on,
York
Thomas
Times
Friedman. Come on.
recently.
Hey, Mom, take a picture of me and fucking Paul Krugman here. Go ahead, Paul.
He's predicted a lot of things. He doesn't get the respect that he deserves. They reported that pedestrian deaths have been through the roof over the last few years, a phenomenon they credit to, and I'm quoting here, drivers' anxiety levels, larger vehicles, and fraying social norms. Now, I don't know how to fix the first and last one, but if larger vehicles are causing safety issues, why do we keep doubling down on bigger trucks and SUVs?
This is a good question. The official corporate line is because society is crumbling, John. and when it crumbles, you need a plan to drive all over the big chunks of society that are just toppling over the road. I like to see your fucking pussy Prius do that. That's not happening, my friend. And with that little Prius, is it?
No, I guess not.
No, it's not.
I guess my little pussy Prius isn't going to help when there's chunks of society in the road.
No,
because of the low clearance.
The low clearance, you need
my faggy little Prius.
See, I don't think it's fair. I can't say that word.
Yeah, it's cool.
Joe Rogan covered this all in the pod yesterday.
According to Mark Hallenbach, director of the Washington Transportation Center at the University of Washington, there's a portion of the population that is incredibly frustrated and enraged, and some of that behavior shows up in their driving. We in our vehicles are given anonymity in this giant metal box around us, and we act out in ways that we wouldn't do face to face. You don't find that terrifying?
You can't blame more pedestrian deaths on more rage. We have always been enraged in America. Do you remember the 90s? Remember going postal? Okay, remember Jay Leno being like, yeah, no, the post office guy shot the guy. It was a joke. We laughed. It's fun. It's Jay Leno.
It's Jay Leno. Yeah, Gaspar.
I'm French.
Gaspar.
Born in Breton.
2020. Wow, you have such an all-American vibe, but I guess you really.
I came here when I was very young.
So you're French.
My papa moved to Detroit when I was about 4.
It's a rich character. It's a very. I guess when you came, you were small. You really embraced America in a way that
fell in love with Detroit.
Zealotry of the convert.
That's right.
As a French person. 2020 saw an increase in pedestrian deaths despite less traffic because of the pandemic. That's insane.
No. You're insane. And what's insane is the power you're going to get when you use a hydraulic lift to slide behind the wheel of a 2025 Ford F1 Defiler. This is a Defiler, folks. We don't just drive on the road. We fuck it. Hydraulic lift sold separately, but I can get you a great APR and a brand new pre-owned one.
Gaspar, that doesn't make sense. If you just dig even a little into the data, you see a direct correlation. Bigger vehicles kill, and we are making our vehicles bigger and bigger. Don't you feel any responsibility?
I'd much rather dig into some sexy hot mud when I'm off-roading.
Hot mud? Where are you off-roading?
Where am I off-roading? I've never been off-roading, but I love that my car has the option. That's the whole point of the car, man.
Gaspar Speedman. Beautiful French name. all these pickup ads show people off-roading when in reality most people are driving their pickup trucks to work or to Costco.
Okay, what do you call when my eye line is too high to properly gauge the curb and I end up just blasting through the front door of a 7-Eleven? I mean, going in, I'm knocking the taquitos over. I've ruined the whole store.
I think I call it a felony, but I guess you're saying that's off. What are you calling that off-roading?
That's off-roading. I was off the road. I was in the 7-Eleven.
He got us on a technicality.
The new Toyota Defiler. Go 7-Elevening.
Tell me, you've seen the TikTok of the driver who can't see an entire car in front of him without looking at his front-facing camera. Why make a pickup truck that high?
First of all, of course, I saw it. I love TikTok. I love the Island Boys. So I saw it and I loved it. Because with the new 2026 Hummer Abattoir, you're above it all, brother. Okay, literally, I test drove one of these things in Las Vegas in a bald eagle. I thought she thought I was attacking her nest. So I'm driving this car and it's so loud, man. And this eagle, she came down and she went right through the window, and the window's wide enough for
Gaspar, listen to me. I'm just asking that if we as a country are driving while incredibly stressed, drunk, and as the very bonds of human connection unravel, then maybe we should steer our consumerism toward a more reasonably sized sedan.
Steer. Good one, John. That's why you're my favorite of the three guys. I've always said this to my other friends.
That is my favorite compliment. Did you listen to any of the other words that I said in that sentence?
I heard country. I heard incredibly. I heard drunk.
You got the gist.
Okay, listen. I get it. You're pretty down on big ass pickups, John. You're an elitist, and it seems to me that trucks. And real quick, just so we're clear, these are trucks that we are selling, that we are manufacturing. We're not like a trucker convoy. I don't know what those guys are doing. Those guys are fucking nuts.
You're not associating yourself
with
those.
No association with those guys.
Because they buy the trucks. You don't know what happens next.
Any of the 9 of them. But listen. The point is this. Don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
It seems to me you're down on trucks. There wouldn't be nearly so many people in our cities in this country if cities were designed for people to walk in. So what I'm saying is maybe it's less about big, giant trucks and more about cities. Hello?
That's not a bad point. Our cities absolutely should be built for pedestrian safety, not for accommodating yacht-sized trucks.
No, I was saying that sarcastically. Damn it, John. Damn it all to truck hell.
Gaspar, I have to ask, how much cocaine did you do before coming on this show?
I did an American amount, my friend. Enough to fill the bed of a 2027 Dodge Crucifier. Christ himself would stand up a little straighter if he took a spin in this beautiful 12-foot cab. The Dodge Crucifier, you can't even see the road.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. What can I say, John? I'm a truck lover. And before you ask, yes, that does mean I've had sex with my truck, who is my wife. Trucks can be women too, John.
All right, Gaspar Speedman,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Give it up for
Stay
Gaspar.
forth, everybody.